Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Interesting video I have for you today. Lil Durk has been arrested in Florida. I believe he's being extradited to California for the murder for hire on Quando Rondo's cousin, friend, Lil Pap. And basically what happened was it was a murder for hire. Lil Durk being the paying hand. And it was, I believe, it was some other guys that were the gunmen that have been arrested and named in this case. OTF Didi, OTF Vonnie, OTF Boogie. And basically they go to California and catch Quando Rondo lacking. And that's basically kind of what happened. And his little his cousin, a friend, ended up passing away, that being Lil Pap. And yeah, so I guess the feds have a strong enough case, so they ended up going and getting him, right? And if convicted, this guy's life in prison or death penalty, right? So that's kind of major. But moreover, really quickly, I was looking, and like not too long ago, Lil Durk's being welcomed by the Sheik, right? And he's been given gifts, right, by the Sheik of Dubai. Okay, that's one of those things that's glaring. You know what I'm saying? That's like, that's some things that you just, you kind of take you double look, just take a look at it, and you're like, what? It's kind of crazy. And he's, obviously he's, he raps, he's a musician. So he could be, featured on, one of your favorite artists' songs or your favorite songs or whatever. He's around, your favorite sports teams, right? He's on, HBO Max. He's on, he's doing deals with the NFL. I mean, come on, right? This is glaring, right? How can you miss? He was presented the keys to the city not too long ago, right? 2 keys. And largely, widely, people know what he's known for. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about what's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? People know what the style of music is named drill rap, right? Chicago, and Chicago's known, because I think they started drill rap, but Chicago is known for, the high rate of, murders, violence, crime. And I believe not too long ago, or recently, he did a show, and basically he had all the pictures of all the fallen rappers, drill rappers, in Chicago, infamously known as Chirac. Definitely built the level of fame, notoriety, and the situation. I think I forgot his girlfriend name. It's like India, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But him and his girlfriend, situation happened with them. It's just a lot of, it's definitely a heightened situation. I think it was like a home intruder. They had to fend off a home intruder, right? And then it almost makes you question, certain things. But I guess when you live in a lifestyle, and it brings you this many riches, what I'm saying, that really is, what that is the life that you're gonna be living. That's the life that you accept. You feel me? But it's the feds, right? So yes, of course, they do have somewhat of a high conviction rate. that does not mean, right, he couldn't be innocent, right? But you know, I'm just saying, look, you know, you can't, you it's two sides to the game. It's two sides to, you know, every hustle, and maybe multiple, right? But you know, you, of course, yes, you got to choose what you want to do. You feel me? And even bringing up the Big Meech situation, because Big Meech recently just got out, and you know, a lot of people do that. They try to, you know, they try to go square. They try to go, you know, walk the right path, but they started the wrong way. They started off on the wrong foot, and those things just, you know, they don't really end very well. And of course, you know, he has basically BMF, like a TV show. It's like a, you know, a biopic of his life, right? And you see people, you know, high regards, high praise, and yes, he did his time. You know, he did his time, right? And he's released. So he served, you know, it's a fair exchange, you know. But, you know, people were, you know, affected by, you know, lives were lost, and try to make sense out of, you know, all of those things. But you know, highly praised. I believe he even got, you know, I believe even LeBron James shouted him out. LeBron James shot, because I think I knew Big Meech real heavy. I think, like, because he messed with Jeezy, right? And then, like, you know, they had billboards and all that type of stuff. He was doing it like on that type of level, right? But he's recently out. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he stays down, and he kind of, you know what I'm saying, don't get into nothing too crazy, right? Because you even see with Rick, you know, Rick Ross. Listen to y'all see with Rick Ross, man, this was like one of the biggest kingpins. And this is not funny. This is like one of the biggest kingpins in the United States, right? And he just doesn't know. He's like oblivious. He just thought, hey, I'm selling these drugs, you know. I'm some small time dude, but like, regardless if he's linked up with the feds or however the story goes, you know what I'm saying, he's moving some metro tons. He's moving tons over here, you know what I'm saying? He's moving weight, you know what I'm saying? And it's like affecting, you know, communities, right? And he's able to buy, you know, he's just able to pocket the money, buy real estate and all this stuff. But long story short, right, when, you know, you go to prison, you got your reform, okay? He goes to prison, and I think he gets out, and then he tries to sell again. They end up getting him again because he's trying to sell, and, like, you know, people are watching him. So I think he goes back to jail, and I believe he gets out again, and I think he ended up doing another stint. I'm not too sure on that, but I know he went back to jail after serving like a long stint, right? But you know, the guys get lawyers, they have money, and, you know, some certain semantics that you have to, you know what I'm saying, abide by. So, you know, the guys get slippery, and, you know, hey, you know, you win a few times, and you're like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I could do this too, I could win, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you try to do. But you know, Lil Durk, you know, sad situation that took place. You know, he's performing on stage with Drake, you know what I'm saying? He's chilling with your favorite rapper, your favorite artist and whatnot. He's on, you know, he's on the TV shows, right? I think they had him on Ghost. You know, he's hanging around, actors and celebrities. This is, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? I think Eminem said it the best. I think he said he stood he stood next to a burnt down house, like with a bottle of gasoline or like a can of gasoline, and still no one found out. I think Eminem said it the best on that one, man. But it's sometimes it's it takes a while for people to build cases, and I'm not saying innocent until proven guilty, right? Of course, there could be something happening, but hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? Hard to believe. A guy of this, he's literally receiving gifts from like royalty in Dubai. He's got 2 keys to the city, similar as Diddy. He's, saying, amass a level of fame, fortune. Of course, rags to riches story. These things happen. You know what I'm saying? You hear these rags to riches stories all the time in rap. Of course, this is a new genre of rap, the 21st century drill. It's taken hip hop by storm, and he's made his rise through drill rap. But still, even hey, it's hard to believe. People commit these acts every day. Who's to say, he could have, he could have been involved. The only thing is, I believe, is that they actually have like an account linked. I think it was like it falls under OTF, only the family. I've seen reports of that. So that's like troubling right there. That's basically like the paper trail that links him to the murder for hire. Because like the account, I believe, that paid these guys. There it goes. You know what I'm saying? It gets kind of sticky, right? But and then like one of the guys that did he served like a bid 12 years. He's wearing a wiretap hanging around him, and I believe even Durk posted that to his IG at one point in time. They called him a snitch. I don't know how true some of this stuff is, but you pay attention to stuff like that when you're getting, he's making such a return off of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But that's what I got for you guys. Peace, man. I'm out.